Okay, shall I start?
Let's go by the
Uh,
introduction, Dr. Gowda.
Yes.
okay.
Uh,
Good
Hello, everyone.
morning.
Yeah.
Wait, Guptaji. Just I will introduce
Yes.
for the audience. Good morning, all. I welcome you all for this session. Just I will introduce the today's research person, Dr. Gaurendra Gupta. Is presently a scientist agronomy at ICR Indian Grassland and Fodder Research Institute. Dr. Gupta has completed his graduation from CSA UT Kanpur, that is Chandrasekhar Azad University of Agriculture and Technology, Kanpur, and MSc in agronomy from CCSHA Visar, Chaudhary Charan Singh Haryana Agriculture University Visar, and he completed his PhD from ICR IRI, Indian Agriculture Research Institute, and he joined ICR in July 2018, and he has completed around 7 years of service at IGFRI. And his main research area includes forage production, sustainable planting material production. And Dr. Gupta ji, I welcome you for this section. Kindly start your presentation.
Thank you, Dr. Gowda, for an introduction. And it's good morning to all dear participants. We are here to discuss upon the on the topic technologies for rapid multiplication and quality planting material production in vegetatively propagated perennial forage crops. So before going into the main discussion, first we have to know what are the perennial crops and in fact what are the fodder crops. So this is the introductory part of perennial fodder crops. Apart from actually fodder crops are divided into mainly two categories. One is annual fodder crops and second one is perennial fodder crops. Annual fodder crops are those which completes their life cycle within a year. Means they are synonymous to the seasonal fodder crops like Rabi season crop, Kharif season crop, Jai season crops. For example, maize, sorghum, pulse millet, cowpea, guar, uh, oat. All these crops are annual or seasonal fodder crops. Apart from these annual crops, we have a large group of fodder crops known as perennial fodder crops. So we will be discussing about the perennial fodder crops and how we can propagate them because generally they are being propagated through the vegetatively parts. So it's very important to discuss how we can sustainably propagate them. So if we see the classification of perennial fodder crops, we have four groups. One is irrigated perennial fodder crops that has two major crops, BN hybrid grass and Guinea grass. In the rain-fed or range grass section, these are those crops which can be grown under the resource limited conditions, means those areas which don't have any irrigation facility and marginal soil fertility condition. For all those conditions, we have these group of perennial fodder crops, range grasses. For example, Dinanath grass, Anjan grass, Dhaman grass, Dhaulu, kale grass, Fulkara grass, Nandi grass, blue panic grass, Sen grass. Likewise, we have 30-40 crops, grasses, which are very important to grow in the range condition, rain-fed condition. Beside, we have one grass that is a range grass, but which can be grown under excess water condition or waterlogging condition. That is paragrass, bracharia. This is very important grass which can be grown in the submerged condition, in channel area, in a canal side area, canal bank area, all those areas, we can grow this paragrass. Other than this group, grass group, we have another group that is range legumes. Means they are the leguminous by nature, but they can be grown in rain-fed and range condition. These are stylo, same, that is lablab, aprajita, that is clitoria, dasrath grass, which is also known as hedge lucerne. So these are four important leguminous fodder crops that are perennial and can be grown under rain-fed or range conditions. Uh, Dear friends, other than these three groups, we have another group, that is non-traditional fodder group. Non-traditional fodder means the whatever crops, whatever fodder resources which we are new to us, means which were not in practice by the farmers for the cultivation. Like fodder cane, this is new for us. This is new for fodder growers. Moringa, its fodder potential and its property as a fodder is also new to us. And obviously the fodder cactus, this is a introduced crop in our country, and it can be grown under the arid condition for supplying the fodder to the resource poor farmers. So this is all about the introductory part for the perennial fodder crops. Hope everything is clear. So now we are moving forward. So these are the pictures for the identification of the perennial fodder crops. First one is, this is BN hybrid, and second one is Guinea grass. Though these two crops looks very similar during their vegetative phase, but once they bears the flowers, we can easily identify them. Uh, these are the rain-fed grasses, whatever I have told you: Dinanath grass, Dhaman grass, Anjan, Dhavlu, this Sen, Lampa, Kale, Congo signal, Blue Panic, Fulkara, Feteria, Rhodes. These are the temperate region grasses. Dear friends, we have different set of grasses which are suitable for different agroecologies. For example, these two grasses, orchard grass and tall fescue grass, these are suitable for growing under temperate condition, means Himalayan agroecology. Under the Himalayan agroecology condition, we can grow these two grasses, orchard grass and tall fescue grass. Then these are the range legumes which can be grown under rain-fed condition. This is first one is stylo, then same, Aprajita and Dasarath, that is hazelnut. So these are the non-traditional fodder crops which we have, which I told you to you. That is, first one is fodder cactus, then moringa and fodder cane. So this was all about the introductory part of perennial fodder crops as well as their uh, identification. Now we will be discussing about the method of planting in these fodder crops. So basically there are four methods of planting in perennial fodder crops. First one is through rooted slips or stem cuttings. Means these crops generally don't bear seeds, fertile seeds. That's why we propagate them through their vegetatively parts, that is rooted slip or stem cuttings. Uh, Under this, BN hybrid and TSH grass, tri-specific grass, Guinea grass, paragrass, fodder cane, and uh, fodder cane. These five grasses can be easily propagated through their rooted slips or stem cuttings. Then the perennial fodder crops which can be propagated through the seed. These are all the names of all the crops: Dinanath, Anjan, Dhaman, Dhavlu. All these crops can be propagated through seed. Then one group is through seed and as well as through root or stem cutting. For example, Guinea grass. We can propagate the Guinea grass through its rooted slip, stem cutting, as well as the seed. Guinea produces the fertile seed, but BN hybrid grass don't. That's why Guinea has added advantage over the BN hybrid crop, so it can be propagated through seed also. Likewise, in BN hybrid grass also, we are in the process of developing the fertile seeds right now. It's under the research and development phase, and soon our country will have the fertile seed of bean hybrid grass. So right now we don't have the fertile seed of bean hybrid. Still, it is being propagated through the rooted slips or stem cuttings. But in coming future, we will have the fertile seed of bean hybrid. Likewise, in moringa, it can be propagated through seed. as well as stem cuttings. And the fourth group is that is through leaf or cladodes. And this propagation is suitable for the fodder cactus and azolla. So this was all about the method of propagation in perennial fodder crops. And now we will discuss about the Bajra Napier hybrid in detail so that we can understand how the perennial fodder crops are being grown under what agronomic practices and how they are being provided irrigation, nutrient, weed management, plant disease management, harvesting, and post-harvest utilization. All these aspects we will understand through Bajra Napier hybrid. So if you talk about the Bajra Napier hybrid crop, dear friends, this is a man-made crop. This is a hybrid crop, and it's a hybrid between the Bajra and Napier. Bajra, that is our female parent, and Napier is its male parent. Why the Bajra and Napier were crossed? Because the Bajra was having the good forage quality, that is its succulence, its digestibility, its protein content. Means Bajra was having the all the good features of ideal fodder crop, but Bajra was lacking its perennial nature. It was a seasonal crop. So it was the cons with the Bajra. Similarly, in case of Napier, the corn of Bajra was a pros for the Napier. Napier was perennial, but it was lacking the fodder quality. So we have taken the desirable traits from both the crops and we crossed these two crops and found a new man-made crop, that is Bajra Napier hybrid, that is having the high biomass generation potential, its perennial nature, its stress resistant, as well as it also has good forage quality. So there are win-win situation in this crop, that we have all the features, all the good features in one crop. If you talk about the quality parameters of Bajra Napier grass, we can see that this is a good crop having the good amount of crude protein. It contains 6 to 9% of crude protein, good amount of fiber, semicellulose, lignin, as well as it also has the desirable digestibility percentage. So generally, the animals prefer this crop because it has all the good attributes of a quality fodder. Regarding its suitable agroclimate, bean hybrid is a warm and moist weather crop. It's a subtropical crop which needs good rainfall, good irrigation. That's why it is suitable for the warm and moist weather condition. It can be grown in the areas where annual rainfall is between 750 to 2500 mm, and it also can survive the temperature up to 40 degrees centigrade. But for the areas where temperature goes below 15 degrees centigrade, it generally can't thrive well. So this crop is also susceptible to frost. So we can conclude that this crop is suitable for the all parts of the our country, but not for the cooler parts of the Himalayan agroecology. Regarding the soil, this crop can be grown in all type of soil, having the medium texture, means not very heavy and not too light. Soil is suitable for this. Normal pH is suitable for this. Yes, the soil of bean hybrid should have proper drainage because this crop can't thrive well under the water logging condition for more than 15 days. Up to 10-15 days, the water submergence would be okay, but more than this crop can't survive. This is for field preparation. Generally, this crop requires fine tilt, which can be received by one deep plowing followed by 2, 3 harrowing, planking. All these preparatory tillage and secondary tillage condition requirements are desirable for this crop. Regarding the varieties, dear friends, we have number of varieties in bean hybrid crops which are being released by IGFRI and AICRP Forage Crop Network. You can see these are the varieties which are having the special characters of green for a real and released for the different recommended regions. For example, the CO series varieties, CO 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, all these varieties, they are suitable for the southern parts of our country. Some varieties like DHN6, this is region specific uh, for irrigated areas of Karnataka state. And for North Indian condition, we have BNH11, IGFRI 3, 6, this IGFRI 3. These are suitable for the North Indian conditions, North, West or Central conditions. So we can select the BN hybrid variety as per our agroecology. Now, regarding the plantation, I have told you that BN hybrid crop is being propagated through its rooted slip or stem cutting. This down picture is of rooted slip and up picture is of stem cutting. Generally, bean hybrid crop is planted in flat bed condition if there is no any constants, waterlogging type constants. If there is a heavy rainfall and a constant of waterlogging, we can go for bridge furrow planting. Similarly, pit method of planting in undulated areas and high water areas, high waterlogging areas, we can go for pit method of planting. And also we can go for planting on bunds areas. Dear friends, this technology is suitable for the areas where we don't have the commitment for growing bean hybrid inside the field. So if the field is having other crops, food crops, vegetable crops, we can plant the bean hybrid in bunds of those fields also. This is important propagation method, that is high density planting method of BN hybrid. Generally, BN hybrid is being planted in main field, which provides less germination percentage, and many of the root slips or stem cuttings not germinates due to the lack of moisture and other weather factors. So we have high density planting method. In this method, we generally plant the stem cutting or root slip in 5 into 5 centimeter geometry, which provides 400 plants from 1 square meter area. This way, once the shooting from those stem cuttings starts, we can transfer those germinated seedlings from the nursery area to the main field. This way, 100-meter square area is sufficient to plant into 1 hectare area of PN hybrid. So this is very important propagation technology of BN hybrid, which saves land, water, labor, and transportation cost. So before planting the BN hybrid, we can also go for treatment of rooted slips for enhanced germination and productivity. We can go for treating those root slips or stem cutting with the growth hormones such as gibberellic acid, erythritol, which can improve its germination percentage and success rate. So we can go for this. And we should also follow some precautions while planting of bean hybrid. First one is we have to take 1 to 1.5 foot length, having 2 to 3 nodes from the fresh, moderately matured stem, and that is appropriate for its planting. And while planting, soil around the cutting has to be pressed tightly for good root growth. And also the watering should be done uh, again till this root slip establishes. For the nutrient management, this bean hybrid crop is very exhaustive crop, perennial crop, which uptake a lot of nutrient from the soil. So in order to supply the balanced amount of plant nutrients, we had to apply the basal dose of FYM as much as we can have, generally 10 to 15 tons of FYM. And apart from this FYM, organic manure, we should also use some chemical fertilizers, NPK, at the rate of 50 kg nitrogen, 50 kg phosphorus, and 40 kg potash at the rate of planting. And after each cut, we should apply 30 kg of nitrogen per hectare for proper regrowth of the cut. And basal application should be repeated every year. And if this soil is having the deficit of micronutrients, we can go for applying those micronutrient supplements accordingly. And also, we can treat the bean hybrid root slips or stem cuttings through the biofertilizers for saving some of the chemical fertilizer dose. Regarding the water management, this bean hybrid crop is uh, heavy water requiring crops, which requires generally 1000 mm of irrigation. So, in general, by the interval of 15 to 20 days, this crop needs irrigation. We can also go for micro irrigation techniques such as drip irrigation in this crop also. Regarding the weed management, there is no generally there is no severe problem of weed in this crop because it's a very fast growing crop that can suppress the growth of weed in later stage of vegetative growth. So if there is weed in early stage, we can go for some selective herbicides, atrazine, simazine, oxadargil. All these selective herbicides we can apply. For the disease management, generally there is no infestation of no significant loss in the yield due to the weed diseases. And if there is a occurrence of diseases like blast, smut, white mold, we can go for the integrated disease management accordingly. For this, application of some organic formulations like neem oil and seed extracts, they are found very useful in this regard. For the pest management also, neem formulations are very effective. Now, for the harvesting, this crop generally matures for the first harvest at 2 to 3 months. And after this first harvest, we can take the subsequent harvest in monthly intervals. The harvesting of this crop should be done 10 to 15 centimeter above the ground so that this can crop regrow very easily. So this was all about the bean hybrid crop package and practices. So if we are following these good agronomic practices in bean hybrid crop, we can easily obtain uh, 2000 to 3000 quintals of green fodder per year per hectare from this crop from 8 to 10 cuts. And this much of fodder would be sufficient for 8 to 10 animals, buffalo, cattle, for providing round the year fodder to them. We should also go for bean habit rejuvenation because after 3 years, this crop fodder recovery from this crop generally goes down. So we have to renew this crop in third or fourth year by removing all the dead stocks, removing all the non-productive plants by planting the fresh plants. So this is the bean hybrid production economics. If any farmer, if any entrepreneur is want to go for growing of bean hybrid, he can go. And this crop generally requires around 1.5 lakhs of production cost during first year, and in later stage and the second year onwards, this crop can be easily grown with the investment of around 70,000. So you can see with this much of production cost, you can get the green fodder for your 8 to 10 animals very easily. So these are some glimpses of this bean hybrid crops. These are bean hybrid demonstration at our farmers field. This is farmer field view. These are the plants as well as the root slips in the field of bean hybrid. These are some of our farmers growing the bean hybrid. Dear friends, likewise, BN hybrid, we also have one grass that is TSH grass. This is TSH means tri-specific hybrid. Like BN hybrid was having two parents, BN, Bajra and Napier. And this grass is having three parents, Bajra, Napier, and one additional parent that is fountain grass, Pennisetum iscumulatum. That third parent is giving the is contributing the property of its capacity to thrive well under the deficit irrigation condition. Means if any farmer is having the less facility of irrigation, the area is somehow semi-arid or arid condition, we can go for TSH grass. We can prefer TSH grass over the BN hybrid grass. All the package of practices in production technology of TSH grass are similar to the BN hybrid, except this irrigation requirement. We can provide one irrigation in a month and we can grow this crop very easily. This is the field of tri-specific hybrid grass along with fodder cactus at our research station. Now, likewise, BN hybrid grass, we also have one perennial fodder crops that is guinea grass. And I have told you that this guinea grass is having added advantage of its propagation through seeders. All the production practices of this guinea grass are similar to the BN hybrid grass, except it can be planted through seed also. So this is thornless cactus that is Kata Rahit Nagpani. This is picture which you can see. This crop is not having any thorns and it can be easily utilized as fodder crop. This cactus is a best of fodder option to get explored since it offers the merits such as it is drought resistant, very succulent fodder. It can tolerate a wide range of soil and climatic condition. Means it can be grown easily under the dry condition. Means those areas which having the marginal fertility. Under these conditions, this fodder cactus can be easily grown. These are the quality characteristics of fodder cactus. It has good amount of protein, fiber, micronutrients, and it can provide the fodder yield of 500 to uh, 50 to 60 quintals of dry matter per hectare per year, or 300 to 400 quintals of green biomass per hectare per year. These are the package of practices of fodder cactus. Generally, it is planted in a square planting of 1 by 1 meter crop geometry, and it is a very stress tolerant crop. We generally uh, don't need any irrigation. It can thrive under the rain-fed condition only, and very few quantity of fertilizers are required for this crop. In this way, we can harvest the 400 to 500 quintals of green fodder from the fodder cactus. Regarding its uh, utilization or feeding, we should keep in mind that this crop is having very this having the pungency, so that hence we should not go for feeding it by more than 25% of all the feed materials. Means the proportion of this fodder cactus in the feed should be less than 20 to 25% of all the feed. We can go for growing this cactus in main field along with our PSH grass. We can also plant this in open grassland area. We can also plant this in hardy pasture area and in dryland areas, in the bund areas also. This is the photograph, cactus plantation in bund area. Now we have another perennial fodder crop, that is moringa, and this is a new fodder crop, miracle fodder crop, having the good forage quality and can be utilized as a potential fodder crop in the diverse agroecologies, means from arid, semi-arid, tropical, subtropical, medium rainfall, high rainfall. For all the diverse agroecologies, this fodder crop is very suitable, and it also has good palatability and digestibility. So hence, this is a emerging potential fodder crop. This is all about the nutritional properties. It has 21 to 23% of protein and good amount of fiber, micronutrients, and all those. Overall, this moringa crop is having all the forage attributes, good quality forage attributes. This is the package and practices for the moringa. Generally, the planting of this moringa can be done during monsoon season at the spacing of 30 into 30 or 50 into 30 for the 50 into 50 for the if you are growing it as the fodder crop. For the nutrient management, it generally requires 10 to 15 tons of FYM along with some basal dose of NPK. We can apply the pre-emergence herbicides like pendimethalin for the control of weeds during its initial establishment phase. And for the harvesting, we should harvest this first harvesting at 60 days of planting, and after this we can harvest at 2 months interval. These are the two popular varieties of moringa, PKM1 and PKM2. And in this way, if we are following these good agronomic practices of moringa, we can harvest up to 1,000 quintals of green fodder from this moringa from 1 hectare in a year. So this is a last perennial fodder crop of our discussion, that is fodder sugarcane. This is also a new crop, non-traditional crop that is that is having good potential of being utilized as fodder crop. It also has good forage quality attributes, good protein, fiber, and good dry matter digestibility. So we can also go for planting the sugarcane for fodder cane for providing the for getting the quality fodder. So, dear friends, for further information related with the seasonal fodder crops, seasonal non-leguminous fodder crop, leguminous fodder crops, perennial fodder crops, range grasses, as well as its conservation technologies, its utilization technologies, fodder mechanization aspects, all those information you can have from this book. This book is available at our institute's website in publication corner. You can download it and you can go for the quality information from this book. So, dear friends, this discussion is over. This was all about the perennial fodder crops, their propagation technology, their production technology, their fodder potential, their utilization aspects, and now this is finished, and you are invited to take part in the discussion. If you have any query, questions, you can raise. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Gupta ji, for a very elaborative and informative presentation. Then we invite the participants for any queries, questions. Any questions from participants? Any queries regarding the planting materials about the quality water production.
Hello, sir. I'm from KVK